Developing as we come on the air with our live broadcast at 6 o'clock, officials holding a press conference tonight in Anaconda on the mass shooting and the search for the suspect. We go live to NBC Montana's Josh Margolis in Anaconda with the very latest. Josh.
Yes, thank you, Laurel. So it's been 79 hours now since the mass shooting at the Owl Bar in Anaconda, just a few blocks away from the county courthouse right here, that left 4 people dead, and the manhunt is ongoing. Of course, we've told you the suspects left their the stolen vehicle and is likely, according to law enforcement, hiding out somewhere in the Pintlers. We had not received an official update all day today until about 30 minutes ago. The sheriff for Anaconda-Deer Lodge County, it's a city county, Bill Sather, provided an update. He answered 0 questions. He basically said they're working long hours and will alert people to safety threats, but that's not doing much to alleviate concerns of this community, which remains on edge here in Anaconda. As a veteran people we've talked to have told us about his mental health struggles, have said he was asking for help and he just couldn't get any, and he just went off the handle. But as for the search today, no helicopters in sight is one thing we've noticed. The Anaconda Leader spoke to the chief executive here in Anaconda-Deer Lodge County. He said it's likely the suspect is confined to a small area in the Pintlers. Tells the community to remain vigilant. We did hear about dirt bikes being deployed. There's been a lot of misinformation that's been proven to be false, so we ask you to trust your official news sources. We are expecting some sort of update tomorrow morning. We'll have more on that tomorrow, of course, but everyone should stay vigilant, and suspects still in the loose. There is a tip line for people that have information that could lead to the suspect, Michael Paul Brown, age 45, being found. We're going to toss it back to the studio for much more, including information on closures and that tip line as well. So back to you, Laurel.
All right, thank you, Josh. And during a press conference on Sunday, Attorney General Austin Knudsen says hundreds of individuals are assisting in those search efforts. He announced a reward is being offered for anyone with information leading to the arrest and capture of Brown.
This is a dangerous individual who has committed an absolutely heinous crime against this community and these victims. I'll go ahead and announce right now that at this time we have a $7,500 reward. And that's just the initial reward. I'll also state that. But we have a $7,500 reward for any information that would lead us to Michael Paul Brown.
Knudsen also said Brown used a rifle he owned in the shooting, and officials believe he is still armed.
We can confirm that it was a rifle. At this point, I'm not going to give out a bunch of more information about that. We do know the individual had access to firearms. We believe he was probably still armed and dangerous.
Knudsen also released the names of the victims in the shooting. All 4 of them are from Anaconda. They are identified as 59-year-old Daniel Edwin Bailey, 64-year-old Nancy Loretta Kelly, 70-year-old David Allen Leach, and 74-year-old Tony Wayne Palm. One Anaconda resident we talked to reflects on the shooting and says it was scary to think about the danger locals were in.
He said they're going up that mountain, and it was pretty eerie thinking that any moment right now, they could be my last. So, you know, that guy could just pop out and, you know, it would be over.
Again, officials are asking residents to remain vigilant and to keep an eye out for Brown. He's described as 5'10", 170 pounds with blue eyes and brown hair. Brown was last seen driving a stolen 2007 white Ford F-150 pickup with Montana plates with clothing and camping gear believed to be in the truck. DCI Administrator Lee Johnson said law enforcement located that truck on Friday. And as search efforts continue, the Beaverhead Deer Lodge National Forest announced closures here on this map. Take a close look. Southeast of Georgetown Lake and south of Highway 1 in the East Fork of Twin Lakes Creek. Closures are also in effect east past Barker Lakes to the Garrity Mountain Wildlife Management Area. The Mount Hagen area is also closed. These closures are anticipated to last through August 17th. Another press conference will be held tomorrow morning, as Josh mentioned, in Anaconda at the Deer Lodge County Courthouse at 11 to provide new updates. Anyone with information about the incident or Brown's whereabouts are asked to call the hotline on your number on the screen right now, 877-926-8332, or dial 911. Stay with NBC Montana on air and online for instant updates.